Lockett is wide to the near side, 3 receivers right. Prescott is going to look left. He gets hit again. He stumbles. He stays on his feet. Still looks. Throws to the end zone. It's intercepted. The ball is intercepted in the end zone. It's Neal who makes the pick in the end zone, and the Seahawks are going to hold off the Dallas Cowboys.
And after 2 weeks of securing wins in the north end zone at CenturyLink Field, the Seahawks are back on the road trying to stay undefeated. As we welcome you to Seahawks Saturday Night, alongside former Seahawks linebacker Dave Wyman, I'm Aaron Levine. Dave, the Seahawks defense is the first to give up 1,200 passing yards in the first 3 games of a season. Jamal Adams, Quentin Dunbar, and Jordan Brooks are out for tomorrow's game. Is there a reason to believe the defense turn things around tomorrow?
Well, it's going to be tough. I'll say that. I mean, and these things tend to fix themselves slowly. And you mentioned the injuries, and that's really going to be difficult for them to do. But yeah, it has to get better. I mean, they're giving up 80 yards more per game than the next closest defense. They're ranked 32nd right now. But the good news is they're doing a few things well. They're making big, timely plays. They're getting takeaways. I remember the 4 fourth down stops they had against Atlanta, and then, of course, the big goal line stand against Cam Newton and the Patriots. The other thing is they're stopping the run, and they're number 2 in the league as far as run defense goes. But you know, when you're bleeding yardage like that in the passing game, it really makes it tough. So, you know, you have to rely on takeaways. You have to rely on your offense to go out and score 37 points, and that's not something that I think can last this year.
Well, the Dolphins now have 10 days of rest. They're coming off of that win over Jacksonville on Thursday Night Football. What makes them dangerous?
They're an NFL team, and they're an NFL team on the other side of the country. And I know their quarterback's 97 years old, but
98.
He's managed to stay in the league for 16 years, and he's a 7th-round draft choice out of Harvard, and I think he can figure out a way to throw on this defense right now until they get fixed, until they get, you know, the injuries a little bit and more manageable. So, yeah, it's every game is like that in the NFL, and I think what it is, it's more about the Seahawks than it is the Dolphins being dangerous just because they need to get their defense fixed.
Ryan Fitzpatrick might not be 97 years old, but it looks like he's been growing the beard for 97 years. Russell Wilson named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for the 2nd time in the last 3 weeks. What's been the biggest surprise about this offense, which is now putting up an average of 37 points a game?
Just the consistency. And, you know, Russ has gotten better every year gradually. He's taken huge leaps as far as, you know, how good he is. And this throw across his body, again, we're going to be saying Patrick Mahomes is somewhere making Russell Wilson type throws because he has been so good. And, you know, there's more zip on his ball, more accuracy on the deep ball. And, you know, and I don't expect him to continue with these, you know, 75, 88% completion games, but, you know, he's just gotten so much better. And it's been that, you know, look how he started out. I mean, he was a game manager. This was a running team, and now he's throwing it, and he has just gotten so much better. And now you hear people around the NFL finally realizing that Russ is an MVP candidate.
No quarterback had thrown 14 touchdown passes in the first 3 games of regular season until Russell Wilson. 4 of them have gone to Tyler Lockett, 3 of which came in the first half last week. And best of all, Lockett was mic'd up.
They can't stop me! Everybody know, man, Lockett's so mean. He on this Seahawks, ain't got a great team.
Hey, do that one time, Hey,
Hey, let's go do it, man. If they ain't supposed to be on the field, don't let them be on the field.
Right.
Let's take their confidence away. Let's let them be scared to guard us. Let's go out there and let's just shine, bro. We already gave them a glimpse of what it's like last week. Let's not stop now. Let's make every DB scared of us, bro. Let's go. Somebody got to get it. We ain't did all this work for nothing.
Hey, dominate on 3. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dominate. Third and one.
Disley shifts over from left to right. A quick toss to Carson, comes near side. Running room, first down, 40, 45 midfield. Stiff arms a man, run out of bounds. Play fake by Russ. Stops, looks, throws deep. Man wide open. It's Lockett. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, bro.
Nice job, buddy.
Let's go, bro.
Great job, brother. Great job, man. Great job.
Why they blow the whistle? Nope.
There we go.
Why you throw the flag? He tipped it.
There's no foul for defensive pass interference because the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Good call, ref.
From the shotgun. Here comes the blitz again. Prescott's got to scramble to his right side. He stops, sets, throws deep. Ball is a high catch. No, it's incomplete.
Man, heck no, he didn't hit him in the head. That hurt. He went inside on that blitz. Good stuff, Jamal. Well, you be trying to catch it off the air, don't you? What's the name do on the cop?
It was quarters push.
No, I know, but did the corner did he bite on the?
Yeah, he bit like. They're not good corners, so they're playing soft, trying to stay back.
Little dump pass into the near end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
What's up, bro?
Go ahead.
I had a sell corner and I sold it and he jumped. So then I just went corner. So I sell corner. But he still could have threw it to Chris. Chris could have called it. Chris could have called it. Bro, I think I took yours. Bro, you still got it. You still got it. You made me sound bad. I'm mic'd up. Okay? They gonna talk that about me. Oh, he took Chris' touchdown.
Love Tyler sounding unselfish there. We've got much more of his 3-touchdown day in part 2 of Mic'd Up later in the show. But coming up next, Coach Carroll gives us his take on the matchup with the Dolphins and Russell Wilson's record-setting start.
Metcalf and Lockett to the left side. Again, a 4-man rush. Russell looks, sets, has time. Going to throw to the end zone. DK, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Seahawks.
We're now joined by Seahawks coach Pete Carroll. Coach, you're just the 5th team since 1970 to start a season 3-0 with 35 or more points in all 3 games. What are the offensive changes you're seeing this year compared to previous years?
I think this is a culmination of the work together between Russell and Brian Schottenheimer and the whole offensive staff. I think we found our way to put us in a lot of good situations early in the season so far, and Russ is able to really control all of that. We've been doing this for some time, but this is just the best we've been. So it's a great start for us, and hopefully we can keep it rolling.
Is there a better deep ball thrower in football than Russell Wilson?
No, there isn't. He's as good as you can get. We marvel at practice. Play after play after play, he just does it all day long and every day. So there's no fluke here. He's great at it. He's got great sense and awareness and all of the spatial awareness it takes to do that. I don't know where it comes from, but he's got it.
You get Miami this week. It's the second of 5 trips to the East Coast. This team has now won 9 straight games that kick off at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Early kickoffs have been such an issue for this organization for more than 30 years. What do you think has been the difference?
I don't know. I can't talk about what happened in the past. Part of it is coming to grips with the challenge of it and making it normal, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to our players. Matter of fact, our guys like the 2-day trips and they like the focus that they get to generate when we're off on the road for a couple of days. And we've found our rhythm of how to get ready. That's the big challenge. The teams, mentally have a problem getting set up and started. And fortunately, we've figured out a little bit in that. But it doesn't mean nothing what we've done before. It's what we're going to do now. So we got to go get another one.
What qualities do you see from Ryan Fitzpatrick that help you understand why he's been able to have such longevity in the league despite playing for 8 different teams?
He's still a good athlete. I don't know if our fans have had a chance to see him in these first few games, but he's running all over the place. He's scrambling and running and keeping the ball on some reads and things like that and running tough and throwing his body around. He looks like he's having a time of his life. And I really respect the heck out of the way he's attacking the game. More than that, he's been so accurate and been on point with his throws. He's off to a fantastic start.
The final drive last week, Alton Robinson had a sack, Shaquem Griffin had a big play, Ryan Neal had the game-clinching interception. One's a rookie, the other 2 were on the practice squad just a day before the game. What do you think about their ability to be ready when their time came?
Yeah, I'm really excited about that, mostly for them. Of course, they helped us win the game and all that, but it's such a big deal, and particularly for guys in their first game, they'll always remember it, and to do something that was remarkable and had to do with the win. is really special. So really excited for them. And the guys on our team love seeing that too. You know, they rallied around him and had a lot of fun with it and gave him a hard time during the week and in the locker room and all that. And, it's just really good positive stuff. Obviously, it sends a great message that our guys will step up and they will make plays and they will contribute, and we're going to need them all year long. So it's a really good message.
You're one win away from tying Hall of Fame coach Tony Dungy with 148 career coaching wins. He won a Super Bowl. You won a Super Bowl. He's already in Canton. First off, have you ever been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I have. I coached at Ohio State, you know, so we had a chance to go there a couple times.
What kind of honor would it be for you to be inducted one day into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, joining legends like, I guess, your hero and Gale Sayers?
I can't even imagine what that's like, to tell you the truth. And so it's so far off and it's so much out of our hands. I'm really not that worried about it. It is a great institution, though, for our game. And Dave Baker, who runs the whole thing, is such a champion. You know, maybe someday we'll talk about that.
Look forward to it. Finally, our viewer question this week comes from @DerekBliss8. I think I know the answer, but which players are the first to show up and the last to leave the team facility?
Well, it's pretty hard to get here before Russ and stay longer than him. You know, he's that guy. Bobby Wagner's one of those guys too. You know, the guys that they're just always here, and they've just been mainstays in the complex and really in the program for so long that those are the guys you're going to find. You come early, stay late.
Well, they've assured me that the sprinklers won't go off in the middle of the game this time in Miami. So best of luck this week.
There you go. There you go. Thank you very much.
And Coach Carroll and the Hawks are 3-0 for the first time since 2013, the year they won the Super Bowl. Up next on Seahawks Saturday Night, we're back on the field. Part 2 of Tyler Lockett mic'd up.
Again, 3 receivers near side. 3-man, make it a 4-man rush. Prescott stands strong. It's picked off. Griffin picks it off, coming near side. Makes 1 man miss.
Oh, shoot. That was some good stuff.
18 seconds left. Again, a 4-man rush, and Russell's going to scramble out of the pocket right side. Has time, fires a dart. Backside, making the catch.
Yeah.
Russell still making some calls. Clock is ticking down. 3, 2. From the shotgun, looks over the top, wide open in the back of the end zone for the 3rd time. Tyler Lockett, touchdown, Seahawks.
Wow, I'm dropping them today, though.
You got 3 tubs. Every time you score, we
Yeah.
He learned it, and then he's like, nah, roll it back
with 3 seconds left.
Hey, somebody wants to run an ollie.
Because they went to man right at the end. Then when he rolled it back, they went cover 3.
Even if it is zone, just let's see what happens.
I tell you, it's hard running in between everybody.
That's a cool play, though.
Yeah. I'm going to go lay in the cold tub and go to sleep after this.
They got their celebrations no more.
I don't know. Right now, bro, we just be trying to put the fear in people.
What's the fear?
Make them lose their confidence.
That when y'all dance on them.
Prescott 1st and 10, play fake, is going to throw. Steps up in the pocket, ball gets tipped up in the air.
Let's go then. Go score. Go score. Ah! Let's go push this in then. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, Bobby. Good, Jay. Good job, bro.
It's nice of you to let somebody else
yeah, huh? I know. Let the running backs score. All right, bro, let's go do it. That's what we talked about, though. That's what we talked about.
Yeah, no lead! Yeah, no lead!
Hey, I got him.
Cowboys lead 31-30. Metcalf and Lockett to the left side. Again, a 4-man rush. Russell looks, sets, has time. Going to throw to the end zone. DK, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Good job, bro. Good stuff.
Hey, clock's rolling.
Tighten down.
What you want to do? I got move. Let's work, though. There's one more. Hey.
The play fake. Russell looks near side. Reaching up, making the catch for the 2-point conversion is Hollister.
Good stuff, bro. Come on, D. Go get him. Fade up top, fade up top.
Again, a three-man rush. He gets hit!
Yes!
Robinson there to make the sack. Elliott is wide to the near side, three receivers right. Prescott is going to look left.
Yes, sir!
He gets hit again. He stumbles. He stays on his feet.
Oh, come on, Neil.
The ball is intercepted in the end zone.
Good, Neil! Good, Neil! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Good stuff, boys! Yes, sir!
Love that celebration. Lockett now has 300 catches and 31 touchdowns in his career. Up next, Dave Wyman rejoins us, and we're catching up with center Ethan Pocic here on Seahawks Saturday Night. We're now joined by Seahawks center Ethan Pocic. Ethan, how nice has it been for you getting back to the center position, one you were so familiar with in college?
It's been good. It's just been good to get to work and, continue to just work on our craft every day.
What's been the most challenging part of that transition for you this year?
I'd say just getting back into the groove of playing center and making all the calls and, just being on top of so much different stuff.
This offense has put up at least 35 points for 3 straight weeks to start the season. How would you evaluate how this offensive line has played so far?
Yeah, I'd say we've just been working and just trying to get better after each week and take the negatives and turn them into positives.
You know, when you've got the starters out there, and hopefully Damian Lewis will be back out there healthy again, 40% of the offensive line are LSU Tigers. You like that stat?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
They needed you last week against Mississippi State. Have you taken any heat at all from KJ Wright this week?
I actually haven't, but yeah, that was a tough loss.
What are your thoughts going into the Dolphins game this week?
It's gonna be a tough game. You got to just go and have fun and just do what we're coached to do.
It's going to be about 85 degrees and a little humid in Miami. I know people in Seattle aren't necessarily used to it. Are you used to it, playing down in LSU for so many years?
That's a good question. I guess we're going to have to see. Finally,
I heard that you originally wanted to be a linebacker growing up. Is that true?
Where'd you hear that?
I heard it because of the rivalry you had a little bit with your older brother and the advice you took from him. Is that true or not?
I would say at one point, yeah, I wanted to be like an edge linebacker or like a defensive end. Yeah.
Who were your favorite players growing up?
My favorite players were definitely Mike Vick. I'd have to say, living in Chicago, Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs. Yeah, I'd say probably about those 3.
Well, that's pretty good company right there. Ethan Pocic, the pride of Lamont, Illinois. Best of luck this week against the Dolphins and the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Back here with Dave Wyman. Love the fact that he looked up to linebackers growing up.
Yeah, well, everybody wants to be a linebacker, right? It's the best position, smartest guys, best looking, all those good things.
I was just going to give you the floor to talk as long as you want about linebackers. Let's talk about the offensive line, though, and how well they've really done so far this year, especially in pass protection.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing you see with Russell. I mean, he is not just throwing these check downs. These are deep passes that he's throwing, and, he's getting lots of time. So, look, Russell will move around, and he'll create some space sometimes, and then, sometimes he'll run into sacks. But Russ is really good at managing where he takes a sack. Last year, I don't think there was a single time where he took a sack that put them out of field goal range. So he's really smart with it. But in the meantime, yeah, he's been getting lots of time. I mean, if you're going to throw those deep passes, and Russ is one of the top 5 as far as yards per attempt, you got to have time. And the O-line's giving him that right now.
So give me the biggest key to a win tomorrow, aside from scoring more points.
Yeah, well, turnover ratio is always huge, and there's 2 parts to it. So, you've got with the giveaways, which there's only 2, and there's one right there with Olsen. And the other one is DK Metcalf, not securing the ball going across the goal line. Those 2 players will never do that again.
Right.
And so if they hadn't done that, it'd be 0 takeaway or giveaways, and they've taken the ball away. They've gotten 6 this year, and they're number 2 in the NFL. So, while you're giving up lots of yards until you can fix that, like we talked about in the beginning, if you're taking the ball away, that was the formula last year. That's how they won 12 games, including the playoffs. So, that's probably going to be my key each and every week, but it's a huge one.
Quick math, the Seahawks +4 in turnover margin so far this season. The Hawks looking to start a year 4-0 for just the second time in franchise history. They've also won 9 straight games that have kicked off at 10 a.m. Pacific time, but they haven't won in Miami since 1996. A reminder, you can see the game right here on Q13 FOX, bright and early at 10 a.m. Seahawks and Dolphins, followed by Seahawks Game Day with reaction from Coach Carroll and the players right here on your official Seahawks station. For Dave Wyman and Pete Carroll, I'm Aaron Levine. We'll see you tomorrow morning.